Alrighty then. Alright, let me get my links out and then we'll switch over. Let's see here. T-Swan. Toplets. These one. Alrighty. Alright. Good morning, Celtic. Can you hear background music for the little screen? You don't mind me asking. It's the first time I ran this one, so... Okay. Is it obnoxiously loud or is it an okay pace? Sorry, I'm using you as guinea pig. This is the first time I've run it. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna switch over to this one. There we go. Hi, dwarf. I'm testing my boundaries a little bit. I did a little intro screen. Oh, hey. Would you rather be called a test rabbit? Little fluffy? More than a spider? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we are in autumn of year 3. No, exactly. Exactly. How about we don't reference you to animals? Yeah? Is that cool with you? That's good. Okay. That's good for me too. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I am trying to recall everything we got done last time. Test subject A, test subject alpha. They said that there was music. So it's fall. We do actually have to complete some more things. Hey, I have iron. I'll be right back. I can do this one. I did a little intro page while I was, because I usually throw links like the first 5, well, it was only like 15 seconds, but the first few minutes of me starting a stream is me putting links in places, because I don't like to start a stream before, or don't like to post a stream until I have it ready. So I've been learning things. I was going to ask today's wish I wrote down. No! I know, right? It's like we were doing something. Alright, so we got an iron hammer and some dynasty points, like we needed. Let's check the quest. I guess we can look at that. Unighost is gonna be a little bit, so okay, so basically we have to get 350 something points, which is roughly anywhere from 10 to 15 quests. Hi guys, everybody happy out here chatting? Yeah, I'll end up rewatching this video of myself as well, just to check some balances on sound stuff. But yeah, good morning guys. Good morning, evening, afternoon to some of you. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So this is gonna get harvested. Got a few, which means we'll have even more seeds next time. crops. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's equal. And then, let me think. Okay, we're going to leave her be. A group bath, they probably need it. This is all designed to make sure everybody takes a bath whether they want to or not. Put all the workers on this side to work. They'll have to go through the water. Dun dun dun. Alright, we're gonna grab some sticks because I have a bad feeling we're about to measure some more stuff out. Not a horrible feeling, just me and measurements. Okay, we're gonna move these. Put the extra tools in here. Howdy, Smooth. It's funny that I have to adjust that list like every week. Oh, that's a bad word? Okay, block it. Oh, it's not a bad word in this context? Okay. Like, it's fine. The only other option is to let Robot Alexa take over and monitor all my stuff, and I'd just rather not. Thanks. 5x4. So we need to go one more that way. Pretty sure we could probably get another house right here. Just a little bit of wiggle room. It blocked the second word. So good morning, good morning. Drinking my coffee. Had raid last night, so I was up a long time. And I was kind of proud of myself. Usually I make a nice little cup of coffee and then a second cup of coffee while I'm raiding. And instead of that, last night I made what is that? Apple cider. So I was still getting something hot to drink without the excessive caffeine late at night. So I guess I did good. Because I actually didn't have much trouble getting to sleep. Hey, no, repair. Wow, mod mode's like ready to go this morning. It wants to fight everybody. Light, it highlighted stupid woman, and so. Here you go. I know you're talking about AI, so you're good. The chat bot's a little sensitive today, so. Melatonin, yep. Just make sure if you can, on all your electronics, about an hour before you go to bed, turn off the blue light. So if you're using a Windows machine, use go to settings and type in night light, and use that to filter out the blue light, because the light we have from the screens and stuff block melatonin production, which can cause us to have sleep problems. I'm sure you already knew that though, but I do use the night light to shut that down for me. Alright, any other thing we gotta repair? Okay. I think it's looking good. We do have a pig pen over here. So we have wheat and manure, so hopefully they'll do some stuff. I did. I have the police report, and I also shipped that box off to Amazon. So I did all the things that I needed to do. All the things that Pastia put on my to-do list got done yesterday. She needs not to put stuff on my list. Oh look, so we got 2 pigs. So we'll need a boy pig. Hey, Boar. Nice, you use nightlight. Good. Alright, so building. No, farming. Trying to stage this just so. Okay. Means we'll be able to put a couple more houses up front. Okay. My 5. Alright, so 2 trees here. It's one of these buttons, right? Alright, so I'm going to slow down stream elements a little bit. See, I learned all kinds of things yesterday. Day for yesterday. I was on a warpath to learn things. So upgraded stream elements. I made a little intro video thing. It only lasts 3 minutes, but I was kind of ready to go ahead and start streaming, so I didn't want to wait the whole 3 minutes. So I'll slow down the Streamlabs. I don't want the extra stuff to be intrusive, is basically my goal in this. Informative, but not intrusive. Nice. I do have, not this computer anymore, for gaming, because I didn't even notice it, but I had bled most of the blue light out last time, and it makes your games look all wonky. But I had it up for a long time, and then I realized I still had it on, so I turned it off, and then my screens and stuff look a lot better for streaming and stuff. Yeah, at first I had it on. Riveting song. Yeah, exactly. I was Dwarf, I was doing it for migraines as well because I was getting such migraines. So all my work computers have theirs down to bleed some of the blue light out. Because as well, I was getting migraines like a crazy person. Alright, we're gonna sidetrack. We're gonna get some fertilizer done so these guys can get some stuff planted. Of course, there's a shovel here. It's fine. Shovel number 5. There we go. Excuse me, sir. I need to make some poops. There we go. Oh god, probably. Stop hitting me. I'm not gonna repent. I'm not sorry. Yeah, Dwarf, I'll definitely have to check that. I'm probably gonna have to make an extra shed at some point. Fertilizer. Do. So we'll need 2,000 monies to go get another pig. Fertilizer. There you go. Hello. There you go. Yes, it is very full. It is very, very full. Well, it's time for some pottage, guys. Nope, seeds go in here. Or we could just hurry up and get another thing up, too. Oh, see, so cabbage overflowed into here. Most excellent. I know everybody's like, super excited about the pottage. It's the thing we gotta do. Man, Stream Elements, you're just like hogging up my chat room today. Oh, thank you, Light. I appreciate the subscription. Much appreciated. So we have old cabbage too. So let's go ahead and take the old cabbage first. Put the new cabbage in there. We have tons of meat. I don't think meat's gonna be a problem. 55. Do 55 pottage and then go sell it real quick. And then we'll have monies. Beetroot. Oh, yeah. Somebody named Tia, I don't know who that would be, didn't buy pottage recipe. Dun, 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 dun. 2 months and counting. Yep. You can't see it really well, but on your little icon there, you have a number 2 on one of the little awards on the outside. Because I did this all in Microsoft Word. My graphics editing. It's my graphics editing software, Microsoft Word. doing over here? Money. Technology. We have the technology. Pottage with meat, not with other crap. Okay. Not paint. Dwarf. Paint is for when I'm making a video game. That's my graphics suite of choice for making video games. For badges and stuff, I prefer the good old Microsoft Word. Okay, let's go take care of these stumps because I'll forget them, and then tomorrow we'll be out here trying to do something, and then we'll make our stuff. Yeah, stump. 1, 2. Also, I have been sucked back into the world of Life is Feudal Your Own. So that's a thing that took up like 12 hours of my day yesterday. I was like, oh god, it's already gone. This is why you don't play this game. GIMP is good. It's the one I use if I need a background that doesn't have color. Like I don't know what they're actually called. I'm not gonna try to use a fancy word on you guys. Shovel. Okay. All right. We made it. We're ready. We're rolling. So I get to sit back in my chair just a little bit and sip some coffee. Or chug, you know, whatever. So, in your guys' opinion, do you like having the event list on the computer or not? So, I don't even know where it is. It's there. Yeah. I like, personally, I like the cleaner screen look. There are some different things. It's like a little thing. Test widgets, yeah. It's not on right now. That's weird. It's fine. That thing. Did it pop in there? Can you see it? Down in the lower left-hand corner? Do you guys like that there or not so much? Is it too distracting? Yes. And there. Yeah, you guys are, like some of you guys are on, other platform, other things, like mobiles and stuff. Yeah, I never could get the size right. It wants to be like a huge thing, and I'm like, I need it to be readable, but not like insanely ginormous. You can now read that they're on the list, but not what they did. I know, right? I was like, I need something a little bit more cohesive than that, so I'll work on it. Oh, and I'm only on a computer with a 27-inch monitor. It's fine. It's fine. To be honest with you, I'm using my little 32-inch monitor, my second monitor over here, and I can't read what they're. I can read the names. I can't read the what they did. Morning, Q. Thanks for following me on Twitch. I appreciate it. If you want to test something, I think I set it up yesterday. If you want to say hi from Twitch, it might actually pop up over here. Or Twitter. Oh my god. I'm horrible. I'm sorry. Did you say hold on. I'm reading. 1 second. Follow you on Twitch? Yes. Twitter is what I meant. I thought you said you followed me on Twitter and I was reading wrong. No, this isn't Twitch. This is a Tia TV. You're all here. I bought Twitch for 400 berries. Now I inherited all their legal problems. Exactly. Guys, in the place that we are, you can talk to me and I should be able to see it. Yeah, I'm trying to work a way to integrate other platforms in so I don't have to keep up with so many things. However, one cool thing that Twitter does, like I don't like social media. We've already had this discussion as a whole. Like I don't think you guys need to know what I'm doing at any given moment of the day. But on Twitter, this program that I'm using will automatically launch a thing saying I'm going live. So I don't even have to worry about being in Discords, and I don't have to be other stuff like that to get those benefits. So I am using that as like a more of a notification system for those of you that do already have Twitter. Discord, I do the good old cut and paste because I'm not fancy, and that's okay. Alright, so we finally got some pottage. Finally. Cooked. It only took 2 years. Wait, is this year 3? Yes, it only took 3 years for us to get pottage. Alright, so that's still good. Got a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, Light, I don't blame you. I'm gonna keep as much as wait, what's over here? Okay, do I not have a big field over on the other side? No? Nice. So, yeah, whenever we did this, we did it the right way. I'm really happy about this. Because I thought we still had a big field over here stretching up. Oh, man. Good job. Good job, Pastia and viewers. Members of my community, thank you for leading me down the right path. Yeah, I don't have Facebook. My sister sent me a link yesterday to watch my nieces and nephews do their sports at school. Apparently that's a thing that some of the schools are doing now. Instead of having people go to the games, they're doing the video links to go to watch them. I thought that was pretty cool. But one of the links was to go to Facebook to watch it, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen. Boar, where's all your money, man? You're Seymour, sorry, not Boar. My bad. Oh, we can take this little marker off there. There we go. I have 800. I don't need to read what they actually talk about. Yeah, I agree. A crafter and a hunter. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I didn't think you'd like that. It's not good weather either. That's okay. hey, you won't like either one of those. I mean, you're definitely not a crafter. Yep, -5. How have you been? How have you been? I want to leave her alone. So she's a digger, so she'd be good at a woodcutter or in a excavation shed. I want to ask anyway. Nope, -5. Didn't like the job. It's okay. It's okay. We got a little skill bump though for diplomacy. 3 of 3 in diplomacy. Only year 3. Very nice. I got something called bits. What are they for? So basically bits are for tipping a channel. If you're talking bits in Twitch. And every bit's a penny. And then, so if, yeah. Basically to send a message or to talk or to cheer. So they'll say bits are for cheering. Did you get eaten in Ark this morning? I've been wanting to get back to play that, and oh my goodness, it's just been crazy. Oh, thank you. Like that, is that a little Corky? That's a cute puppy. Anyway, sorry, distracted. We were doing stuff. There's a big old whale thing that if you have a boat, will eat your boat. Yeah, Light. Light, I concur, cause, Twitch likes to have their own currency, and they like to keep a lot of it. So, and I mean, ETA about 2 years is roughly where I want to be a partner at Twitch. They keep like 60% of all the stuff. But bits are nice. It's somebody's way of saying thank you, and it's a secure way for them to donate. Hold on a second. Hello. Sorry. These people keep calling me over and over and over again. Like, please stop calling me. Those people that say, oh, your extended warranty on da 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 da, but they don't tell you what company they're from, because they're not from your vehicle company or your auto dealership or any other place. And they call you like 3 times a day. Alright, let's go put the monies back. We're gonna make some more pottage overnight. Just so we can... Yeah, like 5 years. Exactly, Quimby. Exactly. It's very frustrating for me. It's because I feel like they take up a lot of my time. Me telling them to go away takes up a lot of my time. Yep. Another way to do it, it's like, you guys don't have to do it for me, but if you have Amazon Prime, you also have a free subscription. So make sure to swing by, oh, I didn't mean to sleep. I was gonna do stuff, guys. I got confused as to why I was in the room. But your Amazon Prime has a subscription, and it's a free subscription, and you can use it on Twitch. So yeah, if it's a 1-month subscription, and then the next month you get another free one. So nobody calls you for stuff like that anymore. Well, I took my phone off of, like, there's a call registry or whatever, and you just tell them, don't call me. So I did put it on that, and that does work for most of the calls, but I do occasionally get this one. Yeah, bits are nice. They're good to share. Corgo. So it was a corgi. I have a nice tall bottle of ice water right here. Good stuff. But yeah, as you can see, it says Quimby just cheered 100 bits. So yes, bits are for cheering, and cheering is just kind of rewarding your streamer. So, did anybody have a yay or nay opinion on the events list down at the bottom? Like, oh my god, I hate it, or it looks okay, we'll just leave it. And I was able to get the donations organized, so they actually do go through and post. My daughter answered a few years ago and was trying to figure out who was calling. Yeah. Why are you talking to my 13-year-old daughter? Doom 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 doom. Ah. So we get to relax and do pottage today. This is nice. Alright, I'm gonna switch some things out. That pottage goes in. I'm gonna take these two out, and we're gonna grab this. And I'm gonna go sell this real quick. No commit. Potage. Potage. It's a potage color. Yeah, I know this is only supposed to like pop every 15 minutes, but it's only been 30 and I feel like Stream Elements is maybe like a little lily board. Okay. I don't mind it. It's kind of something more for you guys than it was for me, so I figured it'd be nice to have a top 3 on actions. And would you like to purchase? Thank you. Buy all the things. Because remember, we also get diplomacy for selling stuff, which is great. Yeah, it's like, Stream Elements, calm down. It's fine. Yeah, I'll do some tweaking again. But at least, like, it was a bit of figuring out, but I feel like I need to make a YouTube video on how to set up your stream for newbies that don't know crap. Because some of it, when people were telling you stuff, seemed really intuitive, but it was described in such a way that was really hard for me to follow, which led to more frustration. So, yeah, I might end up doing my own thing. Dun, 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 We're doing 4 things at once. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not. You probably did. Because I'm a little hard to follow today. So I'm keeping track of this. That way our dear farmers can do their jobs. Do their jobs. I know, right? Well, thankfully, it has been proven that they farmers can pull the fertilizer out of the main storage building as well. So that's good. And I know for sure the farmers can pull the seeds out of the food building. Okay, so he took the last manure last time and used it to craft manure. Very nice. Maybe a little lean-to. Alright, she got 7 more spots you can make things. Alright. Yeah, I think today we're gonna use a little bit more pottage. Because I think I want one more pig. Which means we need monies. Oh, we're at 2,000 coins. Let's go get the pig. I lied, we're gonna get some food real quick. Your phone's doing its own chat today? That's cool. My sister got a new phone a few months ago, and it called me about every 2 hours, with or without her permission. It's kind of sad when she got it fixed. Eventually we'll have a horse, and I was watching Deuces the other day, and he had a horse, and he was just zipping along. So I am looking forward to that particular feature. Hi, you have to talk to me now. You called me. I mean, she's good. If I call her, she'll talk to me just fine. It's not a problem there, but she gets a little busy in her own head and forgets to reach out to people. Three kids, a husband, 16 ferrets. I don't know how many ferrets they have now, but it's more than 5. But they love them, because apparently the ferrets have their own little personalities, so it brings them happiness and joy. Yeah. I don't have a houseplant or any type of animal in my home, because I'm worried about its emotional dependency on me, and that would be a horrible, horrible mistake. So, but yeah, she has ferrets. She likes them. I had a kitten for a little while, and then I just felt so guilty because I was at work all the time, and the little tiny kitten was here by himself all the time. And anyway, I ended up giving him to my nieces and nephews, and so he lives there. But he'll come straight to me as soon as I step in the house, because he wants to be petted on me. Will he smack somebody else? Absolutely. He will absolutely smack somebody else, but he'll come to me for pets. Yeah, I was like, well, I think it was like 20 days or something like that. It was Sandra Bullock, and she was in a recovery clinic for drug or alcohol abuse. I can't remember what. And anyway, one of the parts that stuck with me is you can't have a relationship until you can, you know, take care of something. You know, so it was a plant or a dog or something. It was 30 days. Okay. Yeah. And one of the guys at the end had a dog and 2 plants in his hand, and he's just struggling, and he's just like, I just want to be in a relationship. It was basically the gist of what that was, which I'm describing this like, I'm not doing justice to this movie, but it just cracked me up so hard, and I'm like, okay, so it's fine. I don't like plants or animals, so yeah, I guess I just won't have a human either, so that's okay. Yeah. Cause yeah, it's like I don't want a plant to emotionally depend on me. That's horrible. That's a horrible idea. Animals, that'd be atrocious. They'd be so sad. We'll be your humans by proxy. I know. But you guys are more like goldfish than cats or ferrets or whatever. Because I can walk away from the tank and you guys will be just fine in your own environment as long as I feed you on occasion. Which I still won't have goldfish in here either. I would worry for their lives. So, easily replaced. I'm not saying you're a goldfish. If you want to be a clownfish, that's okay too. Or a lionfish or whatever. But I get to walk away from this box, and you guys are self-sufficient enough to take care of yourselves. So maybe I'm visiting the aquarium? I have no idea. I rate lower than animals. You better hope you rate lower than animals. They are emotionally taxing on me. You guys are not emotionally taxing on me. That's why I like cats. Exactly, cats do their own thing. You guys are gonna be mad. Don't be mad at me, I'm sorry. You're not goldfishes. I've never actually had a goldfish. I think the last pet I had was back in high school. I had an iguana, because I could relate about being cold all the time and needing a little hot rock to kind of lounge on. And I went to be a camp counselor at 4-H camp and came back and my lizard was dead. The iguana was dead because they forgot to water it. They didn't think it needed water. Because lizards, I mean, why would lizards need water? Yeah, that was the last pet I ever had. I don't like getting emotionally attached to things. Dun dun dun. And there you go. Now I got a male pig, which means we might have a little baby pig soon. I know, I was actually really upset about that. I'm like, nope, I'm not emotionally investing in animals ever again. Because they can die, and they die a lot sooner than humans do. Because my mom has, she likes little dogs. You had a turtle once? Light, I hope you're joking. But I don't think you are. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't understand, because you guys, most people that have animals think of them as family, and to lose one, especially like something like divorce, is like ridiculous. So sorry guys, I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, I'm like, I just bummed out the whole channel. Here's all the pets that I've lost. I mean, I am home a lot more now, this pandemic, and me not having a full-time job now. So I am home a lot more, and I technically could get an animal, but I don't know. Mom says it brings up her mood and stuff a lot, having the animals that she has. But yeah, they can like boost endorphins and other stuff like that, so it's a good deal. Dwarf, I agree. Hi, sweet. We're talking about pets. But yeah. I don't know, man. For some reason now, after talking about this and realizing that I'm not such a busy person anymore, I technically could get an animal. But this is like really flat here. Where are we? We're right here. No pets is how you roll? I agree. I'm more comfortable with no pets, but also I'm worried that I'll get a pet and then like decide I don't want a pet, and that's just horrible to abandon pets. So I'll probably stick with no plants. Start with a plant and see how that goes for 6 months. I do occasionally get one type of plant. I like lilies. I think that, no, they're orchids. Orchids are the ones that do the little curve. I do orchids because you only need like 1 ice cube a week. And I can keep one of those for about 2 months and then it'll die. But I do like orchids, they're very pretty. So we got our pig, we made a little bit of pottage. We're back down to pennies again. My mom sculpted me a little cactus. That way I could have a plant without having to water it. It's made out of clay and acrylic paint. Like, that's about my speed. I mean, there's nothing wrong. You don't have to be like everybody else. Like I'm looking at my house and I kind of chuckle a little bit because I bought this back in 2012 and I paid it off earlier this year completely. And it still has its nice beige color walls that I bought them in because I'm not ready to paint yet. You killed ivy because you thought it needed to be watered every month? Yeah. Yeah, each plant is very specific on what it needs and doesn't need. And then also what was it? Like the temperatures and stuff like that. That they prefer. I wouldn't mind having like an aloe plant because that's multi-purpose. Like if you burn yourself, you can use the plant, the aloe plant. And my sister on occasion will make me like a little herb garden that goes in the window. But those die really fast and I get confused on what is what when we're doing stuff. If you forget, yeah, the cat will let you know what it needs. I got that kitten at first. She was very, very super timid. And I read that if you take like a very, very small piece of fish, like I had fish in the freezer anyway because I wasn't going to eat it. Anyway, so I diced it up really, really tiny And to get the cat used to its name, I would give it a teeny tiny piece of fish while I was calling its name so it'd come to me. Hi. Lady, I will fisticuff you. Go over there. Food and produce building all over the place. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. Man. Oh, you don't want... Snooty people. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. It actually surprises me that they don't allow pets in the semi-trucks. I mean, I know you can't leave a pet in there with the window rolled up, but it surprised me that they won't allow you to long haul them. Hi, Bone. We're just kind of chilling. I'm not very productive today at all. We've been running around in circles doing different little things. Oh, it's a company thing. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we got our 3 in. Our baby grew up. Hello, baby pig. We got our male pig in, so we'll see if we end up with any children. Alright, more pottage. Dun dun dun, cause we need the space. Easy. 31, dun, dun, dun. I want to do 90. $41. Yeah. Like has been like the theme of this particular stream. Hey guys, what we doing? Let's look over here. Hey guys, what are we doing? Let's look over here. Oh man. Oh, thanks, Mood. All the snap crackle pops. Yeah, I'll have to slow down stream elements a little bit. It's a little aggressive for me. Yeah, it basically is errand day. We're just doing little stuff, catching up on here and there. Winter time, we'll probably end up doing some quests to get our Dynasty rep up a little bit. Yeah. Bone, that makes me feel super hopeless. I'm like, there is hope. I swear, guys. Eventually, and in a parallel universe from here. Nope. So how many people here have watched Dead Like Me? Because I think that was a horrible way to go. Yeah, I'm learning. I am learning. I'm observing other people, and yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't. So we're in that process right now. Dead like me. So basically, this girl looked up to the sky, and this comet thing is coming down and it kills her. Now it turns out that comet thing was actually where the airline dumps out its sewage, and it was a big ball of that had killed her. But basically, she becomes a Grim Reaper. Yeah. Light, was it the evacuation or the toilet seat? Because I thought it was the evacuation. There you go. It was on my watch list, and you don't even have to watch it no more. It was pretty decent. I watched the entire thing. I'm actually watching Rizzoli and Isles again. I'm in like season 4. I like to rewatch things sometimes. Dwarf, per your recommendation, I did go ahead and add the disclaimer to the donations and stuff. Like on the initial page where the button is and on the tip page. You know, just in case. So, that has been done. Thank you for the advisement. Feels weird to have to say that, but I understand. We don't want people that that aren't authorized for the funds to be able to use them incorrectly. And we definitely don't want people over donating past what they can actually afford. So we're like, guys, be fiscally responsible. Yeah, exactly. Gotta protect everyone. I was tempted to put in there, if you have your $1,000 emergency fund, you're allowed to donate. You gotta set up your financial stability first before you donate. No. Spoilers ahead, yeah. Dun dun dun. Stream elements. You need to calm down. See, it's only supposed to message every 15 minutes, but I feel like it's doing it like every 5 minutes. So I'll have to figure out what the little timer is on that. I'm stretching the stream out a little bit by doing stuff at night. There's nothing wrong with that. In case of emergencies. Yeah, I still have my assault pack from the military. I guess it's more like, I don't think I would ever need a bug out bag. I have one, but I'm more of the type of person to like fortify the house. So, yeah. I'm gonna check a couple things. And stock market's doing well today, guys. Geez, Bitcoin topped 40K yesterday. Roblox is getting an IPO. You're like, wait, how did this become a business section? Because I got my stuff. Hi, Mike. Crafting. Okay, we got Buildmaster in, so we're going to pretend this works and just add it into cooking. Global, thank you very much for the follow. It's very much appreciated. Welcome to the community. Alright, sleeps, and awake. Dun, dun. Yeah, I purchased some Bitcoin back in like 2000 and, I want to say 6 for a couple $100, and then it made like $100 more, and I went ahead and sold it because I'm more of a conservative with my money investor. And yeah, so people buy, people sell. It's a buy and sell process. But yeah, I didn't ever think Bitcoin would be stable enough to do anything, so I'm like, okay. Dun dun dun. Nice. Get some breakfast, Light. We'll catch you around next time, if not later. Man, now I want hash browns and eggs and bacon and or blue and gold sausage. You know, those things. Alright, so pottage. Let's go make sure we're good. Okay, so you still have some more cabbage. So we'll go ahead and sell this portion. And then we'll make more next season. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slow down the stream elements. That way it doesn't take over chat. I got my timers or something wrong on it. Make it a little less. So we're gonna do one season for this game today, and then I'll probably duck into some art and play that for a little while. Yeah, Quimby, you weren't on when I told them earlier, but I may or may not have been sucked into Life is Feudal Your Own for a few hours yesterday. I mean, if you guys want me to stream Ark, I will. I mean, I'll be playing it, so. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I also did. Oh no, we sold our longbow. I hate you so much. So now I have to earn money to buy our longbow back. Because we pushed the wrong button. Hi, give me my longbow, you jerk face. I have an extra one, but that one's mine. Oh, it makes me sad. Hey. I know, but then we'd have to rewind, and I don't know how far we'd rewind. My Goodness, I'm having trouble today. It's cool. It's fine. Everything's good. Hi, ducks. Yeah, this is... But it's fine. I mean, we accidentally killed Unigos the first year because he may or may not have taken my bow without my permission. And just shows me the undo button. There we go. Yeah, like I told you, I don't carry coin on me because I'm always worried about accidentally buying something, which happens a lot. You have to build a new raft and art so I can get off the island. If you can figure out the name of that dino that eats rafts, let me know and I'll change it to like a dolphin or something. So I know that me and Misty had to stick really tight for tight to the shallows to avoid that thing. Yeah, it does. It attracts you from a really long ways away. Hey, look, they did even more. Good job. No cheating. That's not cheating if I eliminate an entire species just because I don't like it. It's 100% not cheating. Remove all the drinkish dinos. I'm not gonna say that I may not have removed the thief birds. Because I did. But I'm just saying, as amusing as it was for you guys to watch me get robbed over and over again, I don't want to lose my cool on the video because I'm raging out about the thing stealing my stuff. It would be different if they had like a cooldown timer where they can't steal from you every 5 seconds, but they don't have one of those. Raging is okay. No, it's not. Yeah, you should have seen my ARC video then, because I was tripping out a couple of times with a little bit of swearing, a little bit of yeah. And one of those little brats got away with my with one of my things I had in my inventory that I obviously don't remember, but I kind of needed. Yeah, it was yeah. Say how it is. I do, trust me, it comes right out without my permission at the aggression level. So ARK, if you guys are wondering, it's not a relaxing game. It's a game where I live in constant fear of crap happening all the time. Quimby the other day woke up to a raptor in the face when he opened the gate to his little area, and it killed him and all his little animals. Let me rephrase that. It killed his animals. I'm not sure if he got away or not. But yeah, we definitely need to get a trike tamed. We need to get our defenses and stuff up. Okay, so we got most of the pottage that we wanted to do done and sold, so we got a little bit of coin in our pocket now, finally. We did move our fields over here last time instead of over there. His dino pets. I call the dinosaurs we tame pets, because we're responsible for feeding them and taking care of them. Hi, Blue. See how well the farmers work now? I'm really happy that they do this. Pet stream. The murder to the face stream is what the ARC should be called. I did make the adjustments back. I could not find where to remove the body from the world once you log out, so that's a thing that I'll just have to keep working on, trying to find. Okay, alright, let's go over here. We got our pottage done. Farming field. Okay, I'm gonna put you right here, maybe. Yeah. Alright, let's go down one. Actually, no, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, we already dropped that hammer, didn't we? Goodbye. Global. Yeah, berry picking is super important. It's still year 3, and that's my main source of income at the moment. Even though I just now rolled into pottage, which is great, so it'll change how much and where I make money. But yeah, berry picking is crazy. So if you use a torch, it's the fastest. Like, hold a torch in your hand while you pick berries. I prefer personally a knife, because if you have the torch in your hand, the torch wears itself out, but it is faster. The knife doesn't wear itself out, but it's faster. It's faster than the no tool. Yes, it's slightly faster. I just don't like, I like having my torch for if there's a wolf in my face, and that means I need to not burn it out like I did last time. That was a fun time. You name your first horse pottage? Nice. Giddy up, pottage. I mean, that's probably what you were delivering on her, right? Was pottage? Ain't no shame in that game. Oop. Building. Most of you guys are like, what kind of craziness are you doing right now? This is intentional. Everything I'm doing is intentional. Though a bit confusing for others, and that's okay. Building. Because if you didn't see me do this last time, then you're probably going to be like, what the heck is she doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, exactly. We make it up as we go. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Sometimes I have a plan with the list, but my list is suspiciously blank this morning on my notepad. I mean, I had completely forgotten that we had moved fields over there, because I was still expecting to have to do a field thing over here. Which we don't, so we're good. So the big thing about this time around is the fact that normally we do 15 houses smushed as close together as humanly possible, and we are actually trying to give them just a little bit of space, just enough lawn to mow and say hi Bob on Sundays, so a little bit of room, and we're gonna try to do 20 homes instead of 15 this time. So we're gonna up our population cap if we can. Okay, we don't have enough sticks. I already know. I'm just gonna go get some sticks. Yeah, I measure with the fields to make sure everything's straight. That's correct, Dwarf. Road. to nowhere. Going there fast. And road. Okay, is that far enough away from you? No more crying? Okay. It's the longest road. Boop. Yeah. Well, notes is kind of like a soothing thing for me, so I can recognize when I need to get stuff done. Like, especially if I have plans on, particular plans on doing things. So it's more like a something for me than something for somebody else. Okay, I feel like that's way too far away, but we'll do what we got. Roki do. Phase 2. I didn't get the back one on this one, so we'll do this one. Build. Farming. Field. So these houses fit in a perfect 5x5. So this is a medium house, by the way. So the first one, the reason we don't build with the first one after the first couple of people is because the simple house only fits 3 people. So it's a male and a female and a child. Whereas the simple house, or the, sorry, where are we? It is a simple house. So simple small house is what we start out with. Simple house is the next floor upgrade, and it will fit 2 adults and 2 children. So that leaves room for growth for your next generation. And 5. Nice. Yeah, I've seen some really nice spots to build. I'm actually really surprised more people don't actually play this game. Alright, so we have enough for 2 houses right here. Let me go ahead and knock this out too, because, well, no, we need the back line first. Doo-doo-doo. Roughly this far apart. Boop. There we go. And there we go. So we'll set up a couple houses there and then some back here. Oh, let's get some food. Dun, dun, dun. I like it because it looks decent, and we decided to build on both sides again. But we're gonna use the main road, like the default road, to put up palisades this time. Okay. Oh yeah, we have plenty of room now because we built that other 1,000 space. Good, good. Manure's coming in. Bananas. Very nice. Something we needed to do. My brain is 100% fighting us. Food. We're getting food. Pardon me. We're getting an F5 because I feel like all that measuring, we don't need to do that again anytime soon. So I'm gonna have her switch from simple bags now that we actually have flax. So sewing. No more simple bags. We're gonna go with some linen thread. Extreme elements, calm down. Night moon, get some sleeps. Naps are good. Sleep's better. You know, I'm yawning. It's fine. Okay, 23. Global. Nice. Ah. Yeah, I built it with the no door one time. Also changed where the door was, and then all of us got stuck inside. I've also been held hostage inside from my child not moving from the door. They kept me inside all day. Yeah, so I'm really glad they taught children to stay the heck out of doors now. Alright, here we go. So we have this 5x5 square. We remove the farm. We put our fences up. So we have this compass adjusted to north. I'm going to do do a little finagling. Scooch it back as far as we can. Boop. North. Boop. Well, I didn't like this thing here. It's fine, Tia. Don't freak out. It's gonna be off by like very small. Oh goodness. It's okay. Everything's fine. Alright, we're gonna do our best, and we're just gonna ignore the fact that this has to be moved forward a smidge in order for it to actually work. So, just walk away. Yeah, I know, I just keep talking to myself. It's fine, everything, it's fine. Okay, we'll just make adjustments with this one. Hold on. If one of them is broken, we can't fix it. We'll just fix the other one. Okay? Everything's good. You knew what was coming. You guys knew it was coming if you've watched me before. It's not something I can help. Alright, so let's line her up. So if you're using fields to square off, you have to north, south, east, west. Either directions when you're lining it up. Just because. Just scooch it on over and it'll turn green. Boop. There we go. Was just waiting for the inevitable, Mike. You're 100% right. 100% right. Alright, so we got 2 down. So we're going to build one of these and then delete this small guy. And then continue. Continue with our evil plan. Dun dun dun. Hi, Jay. Good to see ya. So we always do stone walls right off the bat. Even in my newbie house that I first built for myself, we always do stone. It saves you a lot of time in the long run, just because it lowers your wood demand, and it makes your people happier. So we always build in stone. And in order to do that, we hit E. Well, I mean, if you know how to switch parts, then you know how to do this. But yeah, E and then stone. Alright, let me get some agua and stretch and do all the things, stuff and things. And it's not always easy, but if you don't have an excavation shed up already, definitely get stone. Definitely use winter to pick up rocks, because I don't know how new you are to the actual game. So general newbie advice: make stone. I mean, if you're upgrading to a bigger house yourself, you do what you need to do. Okay? Nobody's gonna stop you. But my little house is usually my only house, because we only have one kid. We don't get to have two kids like the rest of the population. Alright, so stone walls are up. Wooden tile roofs are up. This one's ready to get done, so we'll go ahead and switch this guy over. Yeah, I didn't want to assume, but I also like to share info. So does my group. They're really good people for info and helping people. So, yeah. Yeah, this will save you a lot of firewood in the future if you do stone walls, and your people, like I said, are much happier having the upgraded houses. And you won't even have to mess with clay for insulation, because we'll go straight to limestone, which can also be dug from an excavation shed. Okay, stone. Good. Okay. I know it's the last day of the season, but I just want to do some stuff. Yep. Dwarf starts out more productive the first year. I start out organizing and doing my foundational stuff. Having the iron tools and stuff would be a huge boon the first year, especially while you're cutting down like everything. But yeah, so we basically pick 1,200 money's worth of berries, and then we go up to Baranica, and there's a seamstress there, and she'll sell you medium-sized packs. So she'll sell you the pouch, and the simple backpack. So that'll boost your weight by about 21k. And that right there is a huge game changer when you're first starting. Okay, we're gonna grab some more logs and some planks, even though we can't carry them. 20. So we got a few minutes. We got a few minutes, guys. You'd be up to 90 years? I know, we'd already be on our second grandson. But I'm fine with that. I like restarting because, like I said, it gives me a more basic understanding of how gameplay is changing, what it's doing, how to help people just starting. Yeah, I'll throttle back stream elements, guys, so you guys don't have to speak over it all the time. Alright, more logs. One thing to note when you're building, even if there's no mats that you're hammering in, it'll still use durability on the hammer. So, be cautious with overhitting, especially when you don't have extra mats. So we need more logs. Yeah, Mike, I agree with that. Oh, we don't have any lights and stuff yet. We will be getting lanterns and stuff eventually. So we do have to start saving up for our sheep. Usually have about 35,000 gold I try to save up for. It's usually year 5, so we got a year and a half before we're usually good for sheep from right now. I overthink stuff, I know. stones. Okay, I'm actually gonna drop, I have to open this because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, we'll throw the tools in there. We'll go ahead and equip our bow because we don't want to get murdered by any animals that just happen to be moseying through. Dun, dun, dun. Partial grids or partial builds don't bother me too much, because it's kind of like pre-planning. If it didn't cost money, like I know a lot of people said if it's not built it doesn't cost money, but I've found that it does. Like if I'm paying attention, so when you put when you put the blueprint down, you get taxed on it. From what I have seen. Other people say that you don't get taxed on it until it's finished building. But it's done. Oh, you said off, not on grid? Yeah. Water. Well, we're pretty much done. It's the last day of the season, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here for Medieval Dynasty today. But I'll probably be stopping the video for YouTube, and then we'll probably roll into Ark. If you guys would like to watch some of that, I'll go ahead and stream it. It's on a server. If you guys have Ark, you guys can actually play on it if you like. So I'll be back in just a little while. I want to say thank you guys. You guys are always appreciated, and I love having you guys here and getting to talk to you. But yeah, so thank you guys, and to those of you that stay, I'll see you in a few minutes. To those of you that are done for today, thank you for lurking, watching, liking, subscribing over here on Twitch and over on YouTube. So yeah, thank you. You guys have a lovely day. Alright, I'm gonna switch this out to a thank you scene. You guys can tell me if the music's too loud. Or even if there's even music. I don't even know. Well, anyway, thank you guys.